I have behaved not at all like myself.
We often say movies need action. They need stakes, they need scope, and then a film like Locke comes along and proves all of that wrong. Because Locke is just one man in one car for 90 minutes. No car chase, no shootout, no villain, just Tom Hardy, a Bluetooth headset, and the slow collapse of a man's entire life. And it's brilliant. If you haven't seen Locke, stop here, watch it first. Not because of twists, but because every moment lands better if you experience it without knowing where it's going.
I drove in this direction, and there will be a new person when I get there.
Ivan Locke is a construction foreman. Quiet, controlled, respected. He's about to oversee the biggest concrete pour in European history. But then, one decision, one choice, and he gets in his car. He drives from Birmingham to London. And during that 90-minute drive, he makes a series of phone calls that unravel everything he thought he had.
You to hold it together for me, okay? You won't be alone. I can be on the phone, and I will talk to you every 5 minutes until the pump is finished.
Talk to me, what, on the phone?
On the phone.
What?
He's not running, he's not hiding, he's simply doing what he believes is right, at the cost of his marriage, his job, and his carefully built identity. Tom Hardy gives the performance of his career here. Yes, better than Bane, better than Mad Max, because here he does something harder than action. He sustains emotion.
Cardwell's a donkey.
Normally he's a donkey, but tonight he was brilliant.
That's a miracle. What a miracle.
For 90 minutes, we feel his guilt, his anxiety, his loneliness, his stubbornness, and even when we don't agree with him, we understand him. He's trying to make peace with the one mistake he made, sleeping with a lonely woman during a work trip.
Because of that night, constructed out of 2 bottles of wine, and somebody feeling lonely.
She's now giving birth, and he's choosing to be there despite the fallout it causes everywhere else. Every call he makes chips away at something. His wife shattered, his sons confused, his boss furious, his legacy crumbling, just like the building site he walks away from. Director Stephen Knight, who also wrote the script, didn't just want minimalism, he wanted immersion. The lights of the motorway, the way reflections dance on the windshield, the fatigue in Hardy's eyes, they aren't performances, they're captured moments.
I've only just explained it to myself.
She said you're not coming home ever.
Well, she's distressed.
Oh, and here's the wild part. Stephen Knight is a first-time director. That's right, this was his debut. And instead of playing it safe, he made a film inside a car that somehow feels bigger than most war epics. Locke is proof that cinema isn't about scale, it's about conviction. One actor, one location, one night, and still, it hits like a car crash in slow motion. Technically, this film shouldn't work, but it works like hell. Why? Because of the writing. Every line of dialogue matters, every pause, every breath. The camera never leaves the car, but the world outside is felt in every conversation.
I could have broken your fucking back for that, but I didn't. And the fact that I could have done it was worse than anything. No, because you were so fucking weak.
The cinematography is hypnotic, lights bleeding through the windshield, London glowing in the distance like a promise he'll never reach. And the score? Minimal, haunting, perfect. So, why am I reviewing Locke in 2025? Because this is exactly the kind of film people overlook, and it's a masterclass in storytelling. You don't need locations, you need stakes. You don't need explosions, you need emotional risk. And you don't need heroes, you need humans, messy, flawed, trying their best. Ivan Locke isn't saving the world, he's just trying to make peace with one mistake, and take responsibility like a man who refuses to disappear. Locke is quiet, but it's thunderous in what it says about control, legacy, fatherhood, and failure. And for that reason, this film, one of the boldest one-man shows in modern cinema. I'm FilmTeacher, and this is why I love cinema. Films that whisper, but still shake you. Drop a comment if Locke hit you harder than expected, or if you want more one-location films like this. Like, subscribe, and as always, stay curious, stay cinematic.